Friday morning, and here is the latest news in the world of football. With Arsenal's long-term planning, Crystal Palace's realism, EFL movement and Brentford firmly holding their ground in the transfer market. Let's start with Arsenal and a defensive target. Now, according to David Ornstein, Arsenal continue to retain a long-held interest in Mark Guehi. The defender is viewed internally as far more likely to be a summer option rather than a deal Arsenal expect to complete during the January transfer window. Now, what's significant here is that Arsenal aren't just watching from a distance. They are actively discussing Guehi internally and are also in touch with the players' camp, keeping lines of communication on open as they plan ahead. This suggests that Arsenal see Guehi as somebody who fits their long-term defensive profiles under Mikel Arteta. That would mean Premier League proven, England international, comfortable in possession and capable of operating in a high line. No formal move is expected right now, but this is very much a live situation rather than interest that's gone cold. Now let's discuss why Guehi makes sense for Arsenal. If you look at Arsenal's squad planning, Guehi's appeal becomes clearer. Mikel Arteta values defenders who are calm under pressure, comfortable stepping into midfield, leaders at the back. Guehi ticks all of those boxes. With his contract situation at Crystal Palace continuing to be monitored, Arsenal appear content to wait, especially if that patience gives them a stronger negotiating position later in the year. This is a move that feels methodical rather than reactive, very much in keeping with Arsenal's recent approach in the market. Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner has also spoken openly about the situation. Asked after Palace's draw with Aston Villa whether he was concerned about losing Mark Guehi, Glasner told Sky Sports, "I think Mark will stay, but if Mark says I want to leave and a club pays massive money with 5 months left of a contract, every player will leave if you're playing for a club like Crystal Palace." It's a refreshing, honest assessment. Palace clearly view Guehi highly, but they're also realistic about the financial landscape. If a player has limited time left on his deal and a club comes in with a significant offer, decisions become difficult to ignore. Now, that honesty hints at why Crystal Palace may be more open to discussions in the summer rather than losing leverage now. Elsewhere in England, in the EFL, there's movement at Swansea City. Swansea City are set to complete the signing of former Crystal Palace defender Joel Ward, aged 36, on a deal until the end of the season. That's to be confirmed today. Ward spent 13 years at Palace between 2012 and 2025, becoming a hugely reliable and respected figure at the club. He also ended his Palace career on a high by winning the FA Cup in his final season, adding a fitting conclusion to a long spell in South London. Now, for Swansea, this move isn't about long-term development. It's about experience. It's about leadership and professionalism during the second half of the campaign. In tight championship seasons, those qualities can be just as important as raw ability. Finally, let's go to Brentford now, and a clear message is being sent regarding one of their standout performers. Keith Andrews says Brentford will be under no pressure to sell Igor Thiago this summer. Thiago has caught the attention of bigger clubs than Brentford after scoring his 15th and 16th goal of the season in Wednesday's 3-0 win over Sunderland. Despite the growing interest, Brentford's position is strong. The club raised significant funds last summer through the sales of Brian Mbeumo, Johan Wissa and Christian Norgard, leaving them financially comfortable. Now, speaking on the situation, Andrews also told Sky Sports, "We're in a good place. With the business that we did in the summer financially, we're certainly not in a rush to let Thiago go." That stance puts Brentford firmly in control, able to resist interest unless their valuation is met. So, taken together, these stories paint a familiar January picture. Clubs like Arsenal are planning ahead rather than forcing deals. Selling clubs like Crystal Palace and Brentford are aware of their leverage. And moves lower down the pyramid are focused on experience and stability. It's January, and that means it's a window where patience often matters more than panic. And we're already seeing that play out. So everybody, that was your Friday football update. I've been SamC Reports. Follow for more updates. And as always, let me know which of these situations you think changes next.